To have the ability to work side by side with your family is a huge advantage. It's a huge blessing. We lived a really good life. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's no secret that there's sacrifices in starting a business and maintaining a business, but we were very blessed.
Real quick, so these trucks that are sitting out here, these spares? Okay, extras.
Yeah, these ones are extras. That one is kind of a cool story with it. So that's a pretty old truck. It's a 2016. We bought as a glider back when you could buy gliders. And that one will actually be leaving here tomorrow to go down to Riverland Community College in Albert Lee we endorse a driving program.
We donate a truck for every class, you know, so the class starts in it's already started. It started yesterday, and it probably ends in November. So it's like a 3-month course of truck driving school, and we donate a truck for them to drive during that time, so their students can learn. You know, there's other people that are partners too in that donate trucks also, but we donate one, and it gives them training. They're in the truck every day.
So what's your return on investment on doing that?
Hopefully get drivers.
Yeah, so with the companies that will donate a truck, they kind of have first pick of the litter, if you will, of the students that go through that program.
Have you had success?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say 75% of our current drivers have been out of that school.
Good drivers?
Yes.
Yeah.
The nice thing about that program is it's not one of those
It's like a little feeder program.
It is.
It is, yeah.
I bet
and
it is, yeah.
It's a college, it's a semester-long course at a community college. So it's not, okay, you're going to go do 6 hours of classroom and 6 hours of road course, and then go test at a testing facility and here's your license. This is a 14-week program where they go through, they probably in the classroom for a month before they even start driving the truck, and they learn everything about the safety of it, the maintenance of it. The instructor that puts this course on is an amazing person, because he doesn't even focus on the truck driving itself, as well as like being a professional truck driver, a qualified truck driver, a respectful truck driver. And they talk about how you prepare yourself to be on the road, not just here's how you drive a truck, get in and figure it out.
He teaches them hours of service. He teaches them how to plan your day. You know, look at a map, plan your day out, you know, kind of plan your stops, so you're not doing it when you're driving down the road. You're pre-planned, you know. He teaches all of that. It seems like common sense stuff to us, but he teaches that, you know, that's part of truck driving, is planning your day.
The drivers today is so different than the driver 30 years ago. The ones like us that grew up on the farm and equipment, those drivers in that school, a lot of them haven't experienced that before.
A lot of them haven't even stood next to a truck before. You know, they just figure, I want to maybe try this. So when they get to that class, that's the first time they've been inside of a truck in their lives. You know, where we grew up around it. You know, so well, it's second nature, but to them it's not. But a lot of them become very good truck drivers. They really do.
So you guys will donate it for that term and then get it back, and then
we get it back. We really don't use it much in the middle. I mean, it's kind of a dedicated truck for that. And then they'll have another one in the spring, so it starts in March and ends in May. It starts in February, maybe ends in May.
Yep.
So they have 2 programs a year.
This is our dispatch area here. Kind of what you'd expect from a trucking company. We got the head honcho offices up front there. This is Dad's office.
Okay.
And then who we call the real boss, my mother, the VP.
Absolutely.
That's her office in the corner there. We have a safety manager, and then my office, and then just a kitchen and some facilities for the employees.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
How many trucks are you all dispatching or running today?
Right now, we're probably pushing about 30 trucks between company and broker.
Okay.
Or I should say dedicated independent operators. We have a handful of carriers that we use on and off for brokerage as well.
And are all of those hopper trailers?
No. So we have primarily hopper bottoms. That's our main gig. We have a handful of dry vans, and then we do some specialized stuff. We do some dairy feed hauling. We have about 7 trucks on that.
What trailer is that?
It's an auger.
Augers, okay.
Yep. So, and we use some hoppers and a dry van for bag delivery on that as well. But primarily we have 3 straight trucks that do it and 4 semis that do it every day. And then we have a handful of pneumatics as well. One food grade and then some non-food grade stuff that we've started doing specialized as well. Our truck wash is open to the public. We don't only wash our trucks here. Yep. We wash dry vans, reefers, hoppers, really anything. We have customers that come in and we wash their lawnmowers at the end of the season. Some of the local co-ops.
Agriculture equipment.
Yep. Their air spreaders and we wash combines, everybody's tractors. Anything that we can fit through the door, we'll wash it.
You said the hours of operation on that is?
Right now we're running open to the public 8 to 3:30.
For drivers coming up in this area, Jake, where's the next closest truck wash? How far is it?
There's two in Albert Lee, Minnesota. It's about an hour and a quarter. Well, there's a couple in Austin, Minnesota. It's about an hour, or the Twin Cities.
So most of the trucks that you guys see, outside trucks, where are they coming from or going to?
All over. I mean, they're coming from central Minnesota. They're coming from Wisconsin. They're coming from the cities. I mean, it depends on what you want. There's a lot of truck washes around, but there's not as many niche washes of kind of what we're doing. So we're specialized in the food grade and the hopper bottom stuff, where another truck wash might be more just a wash.
Hey guys, we are well underway planning for the Bulk Freight Conference. It's scheduled for January 7th through the 9th, 2026 in Branson, Missouri. We're gonna have it again at the same place we did last year in Branson. It was a great event. We had over 700 attendees this next year. We think we are gonna double that. Make sure and go to the bulkfreightconference.com. Get your tickets scheduled. We're gonna have a lineup of keynote speakers, guest panelists, wide range of topics. We're gonna have entertainment, all your meals covered. Man, go to bulkfreightconference.com and get your tickets scheduled now. God bless. So there's different trucks in the fleet, right? They're not all...
Not all Peterbilts.
No.
We got some Fatelanders and Western Stars.
Okay. The Peterbilt, though, what's the reasoning behind these here?
This is kind of our standard spec, or the look that we've tried to go with, that gunmetal gray with the black fenders.
When you order a truck new, that's the color scheme we go with.
Okay.
So that was just something that we had, all me and Dad and my younger brother Luke kind of sat down a couple of years ago when we were looking to get another farm truck, and we said, what color do we want to go with? And that's what we stuck with for our farm truck. And we liked it so much that we kind of just moved it into the spec for what we've been ordering for our fleet trucks.
What model is that? Is that a...
579 Peterbilt.
Okay.
And the reason why we go with that model, a little more aerodynamic, more room in the cab for drivers to move around. You know?
And there's more creature comforts to offer than the conventional 389. I mean, as you know, in the agriculture trucking industry, and in our hearts, we love those long hoods, but not every driver thinks the same thing. So, and they're all equipped with 12-speed automatic transmissions as well. So we don't have many manuals. Again, in our hearts, we all are huge advocates for the 13-speed and the long hood, but I think it's a smarter business-wide decision just to standardize with those.
It opens up our driver pool a little bit if you stick them in because not everybody grew up learning how to drive a manual transmission. You know, so that it's a little harder for them to kind of understand.
I loved how you prefaced it, explained like, we love these trucks, but...
Yeah. Well, it's important. I mean, this is what we grew up around. We always kind of had a couple of long hoods growing up on the road. When I was riding along with Dad, going to the grain elevator, I was looking out the window of a long hood. That's kind of our legacy, and that's where that's what we love. But sometimes that's not practical when you have a large trucking company.
Yeah. You said earlier, but talk about what do the pneumatics do, and how did that business come about?
So the one that isn't here right now, that's kind of our showstopper, if you will. That's our food grade one. It's got a nice, beautiful big sticker on it and a nice wrap, and it's all shiny. That one hauls...
that left about 3 hours ago.
Yeah, that one hauls semolina flour for a pasta manufacturer.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it does. As far as these ones, we're hauling activated carbon. They use it for air scrubbing at power plants. So they inject the carbon into the exhaust to pull out the mercury and the other bad chemicals in it. So it's coal dust. We just started that about 6 months ago, and I was just as taken aback as you were because it's so fascinating.
What does it look like? Is it just...
You want to look? I mean, it's black
crap.
coal dust.
Like...
Yeah, kind of.
This one's actually pretty clean. I don't know if you can see it, but
It is kind of like,
it's black dust.
yeah,
And
just
that's
like
really
a
all
carbon
it
filter.
is. Yeah, here's a little bit sitting on the back of this trailer. It's very messy, and this will not come off my hands for about 3 days now. Because when you load this stuff, it gets pretty,
Some nasty stuff.
yeah, yep.
So it gets transloaded off rail, and then you guys deliver it from, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's an auxiliary blower unit that we hook the trailer up to that charges a pneumatic rail car. So it'll pressurize that car and push that product out into our trailer. And then once we get to the customer delivery site, then we use our blower on the truck to push it out of the trailer.
Okay.
So it's a very simple concept, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And this is all pretty new for us, I would say. This account specifically has been about 6 months that we've been doing it. So
And just by the looks of this, like, pretty much that trailer's got to be dedicated to that. You really not
that's
doing
it.
Can't do anything
You'll
else.
never
you're
haul
not-
anything else with this.
Yeah, you're not reloading or hauling anything else with.
It's amazing if you go up there, even on a sunny day, and open one of those manhole covers and look down. It's so black. There's zero light. Like there's zero reflection off the walls. It just looks like you're looking into space because it's so black. Well, we can go into the shop now so I can wash my hands off, and then we can look at some equipment.
Are there other siblings? Do you have siblings that are involved?
I have one sister. No, I don't. No siblings involved. My dad was a farmer. He milked cows and had beef cattle, but
So I'm just curious, was your grandpa, like where was it, when did it start as far as generation of farmers?
my grandfather. So the house that you're gonna go to, Jake lives there now. His son, my grandson, is the 5th generation in that same house.
That is cool.
Yeah. And we don't keep it up like we used to. You know, we need some paint out there and, you know, a little sprucing up. But that was my original shop. My dad had that machine shed, and I made it into a shop, and that was my first shop.
So your grandpa.
Yep, 1940. He bought that. I don't know if Mom just showed up. If you want to introduce her.
Yeah, she's dropping her stuff off in the office. I'd imagine she'd come out here and say hello.
What's her main role? Is she doing all the back end bookwork and counting?
Yep, she's the bean counter.
The bean.
Our in-house penny pincher, we call her. So
She gives us the yay or nay whether we can spend money or not.
well, you'd have to understand that, you know, me and Dad look at business
so true.
through the eyes of opportunity. You know, we see a business opportunity and we look like a 5-year-old in a candy store. And
She's just a native mid. Like, I think it's like,
she's in the background, you know.
Well, that's going to cost money.
You can't spend $1 million on equipment right now, and you know, all this stuff.
I'm Jared.
I'm Cassie.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thanks for having us up here. Yeah. We heard you're the voice of reason around here.
Voice of reason, voice of doubt, sometimes synonymous. No, she's a level head, we'll put it that way.
How blessed are you all? Like, for your kids, I mean, you can see
Oh.
grandkids and
Oh my
generations
gosh,
and
it
they
almost makes me tear up that it's so this family business and the grandkids and being able to see them all the time.
Yeah. Now, how many grandkids?
Just 2 right now. I have
Sure.
a 15-year-old son and then
15-month-old.
15-month-old son. I apologize. And my brother Luke just had a baby girl in January.
Okay.
So,
Well, and Russell, your son, they live out at the farm, and so he gets to see all of that too. So that's a big thing too.
5th generation Dubbels in that.
Yeah, that's
house.
what Garland said. That is, how cool is that?
Yep.
Go out there.
Let's scoot out there quick. We'll just do a
Great to
couple
meet you.
passes.
Yeah, very nice to meet you all.
So your names are going to be.
Right here on the edge. Or actually, they might be in the back.
Little handprint.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I can't really read my writing, but I think it's Jake, maybe 4/19 of 06 with a handprint.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I still write that like that for the record. My handwriting has not improved. But
Where's your brother's handprint?
honestly, I'm not sure if it's over in one of those corners or maybe.
Oh, it is somewhere?
I can't
No, that's
remember.
right.
I
We
just
don't need to
remember
go. That's
mine. But we can show you the ones at the new shop too.
Yeah.
That was kind of Dad's little, way of making a memory.
Yeah.
Coming push your hand in the concrete. Kind of like the, what do they call it, the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is
Oh,
the farm.
nice. Yeah.
My great-grandfather bought this in 1940.
Have any idea what he paid for it in 1940?
Oh, no, but I would love to know,
That'd be
honestly.
cool.
Yeah. This is our shop. This is where it all started. This is where Dad used to work on his trucks.
That's awesome.
We used to raise black Angus here, or my dad did. Before that, my grandpa and my great-grandfather had a dairy operation out of here. So there was, I don't know, 12 stanchions or something maybe in there where they would milk. And the amazing part about it, when my great-grandfather bought this house, my great-uncle Glenn, my dad's uncle who's 99, who we were talking about, he tells me this story all the time. There was no electricity on this farm when they moved here. So when they had to go out and milk cows in the middle of the winter, they had a rope tied from the house to the barn. And they would hang onto a lantern and they'd walk with that rope during the winter storms because you couldn't see, 5 feet in front of your face. And that's how they got out to the barn to milk the cows. What used to be a milk barn is now a storage shed, a quasi-storage shed, if you will. We got the batwing mower and then one of our 8Rs hooked to the sprayer. Usually the combine gets parked in here, but I think we got a new combine this year, so it's still at John Deere.
So is your dad still running the farming? I mean,
Yep.
is he still kind of ahead?
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
making the decisions?
he's making the decisions. Luke is making a lot of the decisions. It was a blessing to have Luke come back after college. He learned a lot in college about agriculture. He went to River Falls, which is just across the border in Wisconsin.
Which is kind of cool because like you're moving more into the
Trucking.
You're in the trucking, then
Yep.
Luke's moving into the farming ag side. Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
Dad, he makes the decisions under Luke's guidance, I will say, because Luke brings a lot of innovation or new technology or new ideas into it, which you have to have, to keep businesses relevant. So there used to be a chute about, 10 feet over on the other side of this tractor here. We'd throw bales down. I remember that was my favorite thing. I was just old enough to remember that. Dad would set all the bales up right on the side of the chute, and then I'd throw them over the edge down below.
Yeah.
So that was fun as a kid growing up and being able to experience that. 4430, that's probably...
It's a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic. We use it just for a PTO for the auger and whatnot. It doesn't serve much purpose
It's in
now.
great condition, though.
It is, yeah. It is really in good condition for the year. It's a 76. And we got an old 77 row crop Oliver, too, that my dad restored. Well, that was my grandpa's tractor.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, and that's kind of the tractor. That, and we used to have a 4020. That's what me and Luke cut our teeth on, learning how to drive a tractor. It was this old girl. And then the first job we got after lawn mowing was raking hay. We had an alfalfa field out just across the road here. So put us on the 4020 with a 5-rake hay rake and put it in gear and jump off the tractor. He said, lift up the rake at the end of the field, turn around and come back.
Oh, corn crib, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, that's a granary. Actually, this side was the corn crib, and then inside of there, we just use it kind of as a storage shed now, but that's where they'd store the seed corn. You can see, open it up, and there's some different rooms. They just store different bulk seed. You'd elevate it through there, and
It's great condition still.
yeah, no, it is really good. It's like I said, we just use it for storage, but
Wow.
you could do some cool things that you should. If I got my wife going out here on the ideas she has for this place, the creative mind.
Oh,
what
yeah.
they can do.
Oh,
Hey, Russ.
That is awesome.
You say hi.
Hi, buddy. He's like, hey, I just woke up. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, were you napping?
This is 5th generation.
5th generation on this farm. Yep.
That's awesome.
Hopefully to be a very large part of the trucking and farming operation someday with, between Luke and his kids, and be able to continue on the family legacy of working together.
Yeah, that is so cool. When you're growing up, was your dad, I just think about trucking, could you tell when he was pretty stressed?
Yeah, it was hard. I would say, as you'd imagine with anybody trying to start and really make a business grow on their own, you had to make sacrifices. He spent some time, you know, being out on the road. He spent a lot of time catering to the drivers. I mean, he was the dispatcher, he was a truck driver, he was the mechanic, he took care of the fuel, he took care of the financing. It was hard on him, but you could see he was really pushing to fulfill our dream more than anything. But I'll tell you what, once we started getting heavy in sports, he didn't miss a game. You know, he would sacrifice to that level too, where he would work his butt off all hours of the day and all hours of the night to get what needed to be done. But if we had a football or a basketball game, he was there. I've never met anybody that has the fire and the dedication that he has to succeed. We lived a really good life. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's no secret that there's sacrifices in starting a business and maintaining a business, but we were very blessed. To have the ability to work side by side with your family is a huge advantage. It's a huge blessing. And then to put the icing on top of the cake, you know, we'll still go out to dinner after work. We could be screaming at each other at the end of the day and in disagreement, and 5 minutes later we're in the car together going to dinner. I think it's something that unfortunately not everybody gets to experience, but for the ones that do, there's true value in that. We have a special industry. I mean, it's still, as much as we preach small community, family businesses, I mean, that's what our industry is built off of.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of speaks the same. At the end of the day, it's about the relationships you maintain. You care for those relationships, you nurture those relationships, you don't take it for granted.
It'll probably piss off my safety manager, but that's fine. You gotta have a little fun every now and again, right?